Our next guest is also an author, and while he may be a little older than 8 years old, the story he has to tell is one of never giving up and daring to dream. Author Sean Thomas is here to talk about his book, Sedikit-Sedikit Menjadi Bukit. Did I say that correctly, Sean?
Sedikit-Sedikit Menjadi Bukit, yes.
Bukit, okay,
yeah,
gotcha, as in Bukit, okay, gotcha. You know, it's great to have you. Normally, he's reporting for KSEE 24, so it's really great when you told me you were an author. I think it's fantastic. Tell me about your book.
Well, it's actually a long time in the making. In fact, when I was in preschool, there was a playgroup that I went to, which actually the motto was Sedikit-Sedikit Menjadi Bukit, which means little by little we climb the mountain. And it was on all of the T-shirts, and it's kind of something that has been with me through my entire life.
But you grew up where? Because you lived in Indonesia, so talk to us about that, and that's how it started.
I grew up in Jakarta, Indonesia.
Okay.
And so it's kind of, that also plays into the book. It's a multicultural book, a multicultural story about a little boy who tries to climb a mountain and dares to dream and makes it.
Wow, that's fantastic. Now, like that little boy in the story, did you want to be an author when you were young? Did you know that you wanted to write? No, really?
Not at all. In fact, actually, I have kind of dabbled a little bit in everything. I went to school for musical theater performance, played trumpet back in the day, actually fell into news broadcasting accidentally. But about 13 years ago, I started dabbling on the computer and doing a little bit of writing and came up with this story based on the motto, Sedikit-Sedikit Menjadi Bukit. And out of that, the drawings came and the book came, and it became what it is today.
Which is great because you're also the illustrator, and those are some of the illustrations that we're looking at from the first couple pages in the book. The premise of the book, it's a little boy in Indonesia.
His name is Nurni.
Okay, yeah. Nurni. Okay. Tell us where you got the name Nurni, and that's why I'm sitting here with this cute little teddy bear.
Yeah, well, the day I was born, my dad gave me Nurni, and he's my teddy bear, 34 years old, and
I still have a blanket, so don't worry. This is Nurni.
And in fact, Nurni's wearing a shirt that, believe it or not, even though I'm the size I am today, is wearing a shirt that I used to wear.
Sean, this was not your shirt.
It was my shirt. It actually has the motto of the preschool on there. And the main character in the book, if you look at some of the pictures, is actually wearing that shirt. And Nurni at the very end is kind of tucked in the book as well. So little hidden things in the drawings and in the pictures.
How did you come up with the idea of a little boy trying to climb a mountain? Because that can really relate to all of us.
Well, in Indonesia, in the Puncak Mountains, where the story takes place, there's a little spot marked with a small tree. And my father used to take my brother and I hiking. And the story is actually based a little bit on when I was 5 years old. I wanted to go hiking and I wanted to go to the tree. And he came out and he saw me and he's like, well, why are you crying? And I said, well, I wanted to go to the tree, but I'm too scared to go. And
is this you crying?
Yes, pretty much. It's autobiographical in a weird sort of way. It's kind of a mixture of a few different stories. But he said, well, let's go. And so I knew the way, I knew how to get there, but I just couldn't do it by myself. So it kind of, that story is a little bit told in this book as well. Well,
I think it's an amazing, and the pictures, the illustrations, I should say, are fantastic. Where is your book available?
Well, you can get it on Amazon.com. You can also get it at Barnes & Noble. And also, if you go to SeanMichaelThomas.com, then you can learn a little bit more about me and about the story. And there's links where you can click through and get the book there as well. Well,
thank you so much. Congratulations. I know This is a huge accomplishment, so we sure appreciate it. And it's SeanMichaelThomas.com. Wow, with your own website and everything.
I know, go figure, right?
Wow.
Right. And that's Sean spelled S-E-A-N.
S-E-A-N. Okay. And also it's available at Amazon.com.
Amazon.com as well.
And it's Sedikit-Sedikit
Menjadi Bukit.
Menjadi Bukit.
Yes.
Wow.
Well,
you sure are creative.
Well, well, I didn't create the title. It's actually an Indonesian saying, but little by little we climb the mountain.
That's it.
And that's what the book's about.
Well, you've reached the top of that mountain, Sean. Thank you so much for being here. We sure appreciate it. Stick around, everyone. Coming up next on Central Valley Today, find out how a simple wrap can help you shed extra weight. We'll be right back.